to you the brand new editor of the Times Record News to make today's presentation, Claire Kowalik.
Good morning. I don't know if my audio, I don't know if my video, oh wait, there we go.
There we are. Welcome, Claire.
Good morning. Thanks, Henry. As you said, I am the editor of the Times Record News, and we are very happy to honor this year's 2020 winner of the Wichitan of the Year Award. Every year for about nearly 40 years, the Wichitan of the Year is an individual that is honored for their contributions to the economy, to the citizens of Wichita Falls, and their commitment to the future of Wichita Falls. Each year, the winner is chosen by past honorees. This year's Wichitan of the Year has a long history of service in many areas of the community, from law enforcement, local politics, service to the military, higher education, and religious dedication. He is a Wichita Falls native who attended Ryder High School and then graduated from Midwestern State University in 1976 with a Bachelor of Science degree in criminal justice. He served with the Wichita Falls Police Department for nearly 33 years and retired as a sergeant in 2005. During his time at the department, he was selected for and attended the Federal Bureau of Investigation's National Police Academy in 1986. He was elected as a city councilor at large, where he served from 2007 to 2010. He then ran for and was elected as mayor of Wichita Falls and served for 3 terms from 2010 to 2016. Most of those years were during the worst drought in any of our lifetimes. Just 1 year after he became mayor, in 2011, the city had one of the hottest, driest summers on record, and it just got worse from there. He guided the city through this tough time and worked with city staff, council, and the state of Texas governor's office to make forward-thinking, life-saving decisions. The city constructed a direct potable water reuse system and later the permanent indirect water system, securing a water source for the community for years to come. Before the drought ended in the spring of 2015, the city's water reserves were hovering around 20%. The mayor's transparency with the public and confident optimism that we would get through this drought together was key in the community's acceptance of the direct reuse system and compliance with water restrictions. A transportation hub, a new airport terminal, an animal shelter, and a fire station were also all built on this mayor's watch, along with a strong start to the downtown revitalization. After serving as mayor, instead of a leisurely life of retirement, this man stepped up once again to help where he was needed. He became the president of the Shepherd Military Affairs Committee on January 6, 2017, where he has been an outstanding ambassador for Shepherd and the military community for the past 4 years. Through the years, he has received numerous awards for his service to the city and the community. In 2016, the Rotary Club of Wichita Falls awarded him their highest honor, the Paul Harris Fellow Award, along with the Outstanding Citizen Award that year. In November 2019, he was honored with the Boy Scouts of America Americanism Award. For his service with the NJEP program and Shepherd, both during his time as mayor and currently as the SMAC president, he and wife Mary Lynn were voted into the NJEP Hall of Fame in June 2020. He served in the past as a member of the North Texas Regional Planning Commission and chairman of their Transportation Policy Committee. And he is a former member of the Salvation Army of Wichita Falls Board. He is a current member of the Mavericks, a member of the City of Wichita Falls 4B Sales Tax Corporation, a member of the Wichita-Wilbarger 911 District, and is vice chairman of the Community Healthcare Center Board of Directors. He is a lifetime member of the First United Methodist Church of Wichita Falls, just as his father was and his mother Joyce is. As of January 1st, 2021, He will become the church's chairman of the Board of Trustees, a high honor. He is married to wife Mary Lynn, and they have 2 adult children, daughter Erin Penny, who is married to husband Andy, and their children are Jackson and Marshall. And his son, Dr. Bradley Barham, who is married to wife Stephanie, and their children are Nora and Elliot. We asked MSU President Dr. Suzanne Shipley to say a few words about this year's Wichitan of the Year, and she couldn't say enough good things. He is not only an MSU alumnus, but he is currently the chairman of the university's very successful comprehensive campaign. Dr. Shipley said, "The goal of the MSU comprehensive campaign was to raise $50 million over the course of 7 years. And we are in year 6 and already at 138% of the goal of $68.7 million. He has been chair since the inception of the committee and shaped our goals, our themes, our actions, and the success they garnered. He was at the table with a small committee of 10 the night that MSU Texas was born as a concept. He was my top pick to chair this essential committee because we wanted his leadership to represent MSU's respect for the alumni. His engagement in the professions of law enforcement and city government and critical day-to-day work of keeping our community safe and functioning at its highest levels expanded our philanthropic appeal to our many alumni in fields of public service. This is a person who identifies a need and gets to work on it. He is often quietly behind the scenes for the benefit of key areas of our community. Emblematic is his work with the television ministry of First United Methodist Church, where Sundays will find him in a tight space with lots of panels, rather than meeting and greeting fellow church members or even enjoying his wife singing in the choir. His work with the Shepherd Military Affairs Committee required highly skilled political navigation at the state and federal level. While others may have faltered with the time required to work the legislature for the benefits of Shepherd, he persevered and helped make possible groundbreaking legislation to limit the impact of wind farms on low-level Air Force training flights in the state of Texas. He has met with numerous federal officials to argue for funding and support of the Air Force and Shepherd in particular. She says, if you ask him to help you, he always says yes. And he always has the skills needed to assist you in a broad range of areas. He is my hero. As you may have guessed, it is my honor to name Glenn Barham as this year's 2020 Wichitan of the Year. We have former Wichitan of the Year, Reno Gustafson, there with Glenn and his wife, Mary Lynn. And Reno will now be presenting Glenn with this award.
We're gonna let you talk. I'm not going to. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And all your kids are watching. You're live, real quick, if you want to start up here, we just say thank you or something. We fooled you.
Well, Mary Lynn's in trouble more than anybody. This is really a high honor, and you know, a lot of things have been accomplished since 2007, but none of it could have been done without the help of during my tenure on the city council, with the help of city staff that are just you know, they're the best, from Darren Locker all the way down to the last person in any of the departments within the city organization. And during all this time, I've had a bulwark behind me. She's standing behind me right now, my wife. And this is really a great honor. I'm really honored. Thank you very much.
I need to get a picture of me and that.
What a worthy honoree. Glenn was one of the first people I met when I came to Wichita Falls for the very first time for my first interview for this position. I spent a few minutes with a search committee, and then Glenn and George Woodward took me on a tour of Shepherd Air Force Base, and they were grilling me while we were doing that. And then once I got the job, Glenn was the very first person that called me and said, hey, I want to help you meet other people and get connected in town. And so Glenn kudos for everything that you've done and continue to do. You are a great asset to Wichita Falls. And I'll say this too, kudos to Reno and Tommy and the crew there that helped. They had to do a little subterfuge to get him in that room. He didn't know why he was there. So you guys did awesome. Big congrats. Well-deserved award to Glenn Barham. All right, and now it's time for a word from our title sponsor, Union